You are looking live at Lovell Ice Arena in Rockland, Massachusetts, where the New Jersey Bandits U19 girls are getting set to take on Winchendon School during the NGHL Championships. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you all the action on Rizzo Vision as the Bandits warm up. Coming off a Friday Groundhog Day split. They lost their early game and then came back in their later game against the Arizona Kachinas and won 3-1 with an outburst of 3 quick goals in the first period. So that was a good way to end the day, and now they have a similar task ahead of them. 2 games here on this Saturday. The first one starting now, just a little bit late. Originally scheduled for an 11:55 a.m. Eastern starting time, and I don't even know what time it is now. Maybe Matt Claus knows what time it is. He'll, of course, our intrepid producer, making sure that the score box is up there and keeping us all up to date. So yeah, 12:30, so about a 35-minute delay in the start. That could affect the evening game as well if all the games on these ice sheets here, rink 3, are pushed back. There's a game against the San Diego Angels slated for the 8 o'clock hour, and if you're looking for it on Rizzo Vision at that time, it might come at that time or it might come at 9. Bandits break their huddle wearing the road black base uniforms, jerseys, and pants with the integrated dark pink and silver coloring, the bespectacled numbers that are an absolute broadcaster's dream because it's easy to see those numbers from the Hubble telescope even. And of course, the signature gold helmets. Lexi Riley will get the start in the nets for the Bandits. Winchendon School. It's a whiteout with green, somewhat of the Dartmouth scheme, or Penn State, but in green. So white all around, green Winchendon in script lettering with an underline on the front, kind of like the St. Louis Cardinals logo. Livia Debnarova in goal for Winchendon, protecting the net to your YouTube left, and we are underway. Debnarova is the netminder for the Slovakian U18 national team. She recently played in the U18 World Championships in Sweden and fared very well. So we'll keep an eye on number 25 when the scoring chances come. There's a standout in the nets, and there are many on the ice for both teams. Icing whistles the play dead, and the Bandits will have an offensive zone draw here 35 seconds into the game. McSherry on the boards to the far side. Gabby Rothstein taking the draw. McNulty in the slot. McCaffrey moves back to defense now. She started the first game. And she's back there with Kira Redmond. Folia, there's a shot and a redirection and a save by Riley right off the bat. These teams met in the NGHL MLK Winter Classic a few weeks ago, and that one went 4-0 to Winchendon. The Wapitis. Wapiti is like a buck. Move it through neutral ice, ping-ponging it there back and forth. Stood up at the line. McNulty stood her ground ahead of Ava Strom. McSherry attacks. Otterbahn jumps out, and Rizzo will look to pick it up in the middle. There you get a good look at 21. She started the late Groundhog Day barrage. Luisa Rizzo, 21, with a snipe goal on the net that you're looking at. Otterbahn picks one off in the middle, but Reinsich jumps over and takes it away. Comes to the middle, Rizzo smacks it forward. Otterbahn tipped it. Might have been a dump, but nearly worked as a pass. Mandy Scott, the other wing on this line. Kepler over for Rizzo, a little too strong in the bouncing puck, but Scott puts it under pressure. and follows it in below the end line to chase Cater around. Comes through the middle. Rizzo was hoping to get it out the other side. Reinsich was standing there, but it never got through as Frost picked it off before it got there. Shoemaker Gromick up for Otterbein. Rizzo, I thought she peeled off for a change. She comes in late on the attack, and Claus jumps out. Claus nearly had one picked off. Kepler tries to knock that one down and got a piece of it enough to force the offside as Lindsay DiGiuseppe was bringing it in, but her left wing was slightly behind. Foldia with Bellin on her left, Claus on her right, Kepler and Shoemaker Gromick on defense. So 3 lines and change here with the full crew back in there and 3 defense pairs. So collision between 2 bandits. Claus got the worst of it from Foldia. Now Claus picks it up, sends it out. It was knocked down by Height's stick. They say it's an icing. It shouldn't be, but it doesn't cross the line anyway. Prohaskova trying to get through some traffic there. Sends it up, but incomplete. And there you get a good look at Olivia Rothstein, 22. Now back on D with Fernanda Venuto. Up the middle, getting through traffic as Lester takes a shot, but Venuto blocked it. You can see the speed of the Winchendon team. It is a bound. There's not a player on the ice for either team that doesn't move exceedingly well. This is a very high level of youth hockey at the Tier 1 level today. Provenzo leaves it for Rizzari. Netted a pair the first time they met. That shot was Cater looking for a redirection in front. Sperling got tripped there. They don't call it because she stayed up. Gets around, down low, backhand goes wide. Dubnarova was there with the pad down low, but Sperling didn't get it to the front. Camarada trying to get through traffic. They're out with Gabby Rothstein now. Rothstein heads to the bench. Otterbein, blonde maned and tail, coming into attack. Provenzo will go 1-on-3. Hounded by Camarada, who steals the puck, but sent it into Otterbein's skates. Provenzo trying to get through the crowd there. Reinsich will pick it up, send it back for Suneva Height. 77. There's Georgia Frost, 15, but Jessie Sperling takes it away. McSherry smacks it forward. Otterbein moved it out for a moment. Height will take it on the left wing. Centering feed does not get through as Venuto picks it off. Fernanda hit a little bit of a traffic jam there, and Winchendon keeps it in. Olivia Rothstein in the physical battle on the near side wall. Otterbein joins in to help. It comes up and off Sperling, skates and out. They're going to say no icing. It's not going to go that far anyway. And Reinsich picks it up. Frost will take it and carry it in, number 15. Gets to the top of the slot, sends it over to the left wing. Shot goes wide. I think that was Ellie Patrick. 16, yeah. Back on neutral ice now. The puck battle ensues. McSherry over to McNulty. They got it in for a moment. Otterbein's still out there. She's probably toward the end of her shift. I think you can hear, well, I could hear the Ava coming over from the bench, and Gabby Rothstein jumps on. Knocked down. McCaffrey's going to try to walk it in. Flips it at the net. Was sort of deciding between the pass and the shot. Dubnarova steered it away. It comes to the far side. Scott picks it up, chips it for Redmond. Redmond tries to get it in, and you can see they just take time and space away. That's a sign of a good team. Rizzo puts the pressure. Giuseppe accepts the pass, but now without the stick, will skate it in and try to soccer it forward. Redmond chips it for Rizzo. Rizzo tries to get past Lester. She doesn't have the angle. Prohaskova does, and she gets there first. Abby Rothstein's pressuring. McCaffrey still out there on defense. There's Katie got dumped behind the play. Shot kicked away by Riley. Goes to the far side board. Scott moved it forward. Rizzo gets it out, dumps it, and does it nifty so the Bandits can change behind the play. There's Bellin, the first one to get there. Claus, and now Otterbahn. Claus grabs the turnover, gets it in, tries to send it through, but the long stick of Reinsich prevented it from getting on net. Bellin and Otterbahn collide, and they took Provenzo with them a little bit. Centering feed, one-timer, and they score. So the centering feed came to Lauralee Rosari, and she one-times it through the pads, and Winchendon takes a 1-0 lead with 7:42 left in the first period. So we told you about Rosari. She scored the first one. She scored twice in the first meeting between the teams. And she gets one here. So some relatively even play. The Bandits, in terms of the possession, in the neutral zone, but the Bandits really haven't had any quality of scoring chance as of yet. Camerata now on the right wing. Folia at center and Sperling on the left. Shoemaker, Gromick, and Kepler, the pair on defense. There's Logan. Under pressure, sends it for Sperling, who sends it back around for Camerata. Camerata picks it up off the boards, chips it forward, but Mia Provenzo knocked it away. Ava Provenzo's 21, Mia is 91. And there's Mia Provenzo, sends it back for height over to Reinsich, crisply to Frost. Frost will bring it in on the right wing. Camerata hounds her, wrist shot through traffic, but Olivia Rothstein knocked it away before it ever found its way to the goalie. Folia picks it up, chips it out. Camerata's gonna get the pressure up there. Winchendon was changing there and nearly presented an opportunity. Off the shot, Riley makes the save with the logo on her chest and covers it up. And as Ellie Patrick was on the release there, she's had a couple of shots, 16 from that spot. Off the draw, Gabby Rothstein moves it forward. McSherry looking for McNulty, handcuffed her a little bit, but Maeve will get it deep. Rothstein will hustle down, got a piece of it. McNulty fired it back the other side, but no one there except white jerseys. DiGiuseppe the first one to get it. Height over to Prohashkova. Now Sunova Height with it again, one of the senior honorees before the game, and the Bandits seniors will be honored before the game against San Diego this evening. So we'll probably jump on the stream a little bit early and let you see that as that puck chipped out in front. Venuto tried to move it forward, but Patrick picked it off. Gabby Rothstein was in traffic there, but didn't come away with the puck. Now Olivia Rothstein, she's going to break out with McNulty here. Gain the line of center, dump it in. Debnarova knocked it away and steered it forward. They haven't tested the goalie as of yet, at least getting some rubber on there, and I think they're going to call an interference on the Bandits, or is it a roughing? Sorry about that movement there. They call the roughing, and it will be the roughhousing Olivia Rothstein, number 22. Of players on the ice, she might have the appearance of the slightest stature because of the small shoulder pads, but she plays with a ton of grit, number 22. She had a 2-goal game last week on Senior Day, even though she's a junior. Bandits will kill it off up front with Folia and Camerata, McCaffrey and Redmond on defense. Here's Rosari, one-timer, and she scores. So Lara Lee Rosari with a power play goal, 23 seconds into the man advantage, and Winchendon doubles the lead 2-0. So Rosari now with a couple of 2-goal games here against the Bandits. 4:53 left, period number 1. Rosari didn't actually one-time it. She took the cross crease pass, gathered it, and then unloaded a wrist shot into the top right corner of the net. Bandits knew they were in the deep waters here coming in, and they've afforded themselves very well, already notching a victory. This is a Tier 1 tournament, or a AAA level, and besides their forays into the NGHL, which is this is their third NGHL experience this season, they play a AA schedule, and they are one of the top teams in the country in AA. So a step up in class. Maybe the results are not expected on the scoreboard, but the players are learning and according themselves well against teams with a lot of speed, a lot of depth, a lot of skill, and teams that really just have no holes, any of these teams. McNulty dumps it in, peels off for a change. So did Gabby Rothstein. Otterbein had a piece. Rizzo was trying to move that one forward to Otterbein, but Omura got it. Otterbein, oh man, she was looking for Rizzo, and Rizzo was maybe going to get behind the D there. Rizzo with a big goal to kick off the barrage in the late game on Groundhog Day. Scott picks that one off, and oh boy, what a play by Sunava Heights. She just jumped right in there and took it right back away from Mandy Scott. Here's a press against the boards. They don't call the check there. It was kind of a similar play to what Olivia Rothstein was whistled for along the boards, but they let that one go. Rizzo chips that one out of danger, but not out of the zone. Was looking to maybe get Scott sprung. It comes to the point. Lester steers around one, gets it down low. Shot smacked on goal, but Riley knocks it down and covers it up. Bandits with the defensive zone draw to the left of their goaltender with 2:52 left in the first period. 2-0 Winchendon. If you're just tuning in, we're glad you're here for the Saturday doubleheader on Rizzo Vision. Did I say that? No matter which side you're from, we're glad that you're here to check it out. Sperling nearly had the breakaway, blocked the shot, and Lester got a piece of it before Jessie could get on her horse. Reversed below the end line by Strom, comes to Provenzano on the near side. That's Ava Provenzano. Rosari sends it for Prohashkova, and she shoots it through traffic and scores. So Bara Prohashkova with a laser beam from the top of the slot finds its way through a series of bodies and into the back of the net. 3-0 Winchendon with 2:25 left in period number 1. So sort of the reverse of what occurred on Friday. The Bandits yield 3 in a short manner, not quite as quickly as they scored the 3. We'll see if they could settle the game here a bit. Maybe get a couple of scoring chances and change a little bit of the focus of the game. Lara Lee Rosari set that one up. She scored the first 2 and she had a chance to shoot that one. She was at close range. Maybe didn't quite have the angle. Elected to pass it to Prohashkova, and Prohashkova caught it, steadied it, and got everything on that wrist shot. Frost back in her own zone under the forecheck of McNulty. McSherry pounds it in, but Lester was back there playing safety. Lester loses an edge, but uses the right leg to get out. Punches Gabby Rothstein. You got a good look at that. They didn't call that one. She just threw a right hand right in the cage of Rothstein there to knock her off. Sent now cross ice by McCaffrey, was looking for McNulty. Gabby Rothstein, the first forechecker there, McNulty in the middle. Scott jumps on, trying to pick that one off. And Patrick turned and used the backhand to get out of trouble. Cater tries to get through, but Redmond steals it away. It's chipped forward for Rizzo, a little too strong. And Calvanisi was skating right into Rizzo's lane over there. You'd be hard pressed to see an interference call, even though that's literally interference. Ref showing good speed. Getting that puck down there. 52.6 seconds left, period number 1. Bandits trail at 3-0. Goes to the far side for Scott. Chip trying to spring Rizzo, but Reinsich got a piece of it and settled it down. So it makes it so difficult here against a team that can move, and they have great size. Reinsich, 81, sends it through traffic. Shot redirected in front, and it goes wide. Comes to the near side wall with 27 seconds left. Luisa Rizzo's going to take it. Cater backs up. Rizzo dumps it. Dubnarova fields it for Reinsich, 81. You can see her there spinning around. The tallest player that you're going to see any game that the Bandits play this year. And it's a great indication of the state of girls hockey as Riley makes the save at the buzzer, and the Bandits, after one, trail 3-0. 11-2 for Winchendon, shots on goal through 1. Livia Dubnarova, the U18 Slovakian national team goaltender, protects the cage to YouTube right. Off the draw, they quickly blow the whistle. Referee kicking out Folia, so Camerata will jump in to take it and wins it. Folia and Camerata combine. Off the draw to get the Bandits the first possession of period number 2. They have a little hole to dig out of here. Shot goes wide. Camerata almost found it. It's loose in front. Backhand shot. And it is in. Is it in? Is it not in? It's not in. We saw the celebration start. We saw a referee point to the net, which is usually a sign that there's a goal, but I guess the net went off of its moorings. So a good start to the period here for the Bandits. Folia on the dot, Camerata in the slot, Sperling on the far side wing, Venuto between the points, Olivia Rothstein on the left point. Off the draw, Venuto's going to have to dump it in. The shooting lane was quickly closed up. Comes to the far side wall, picked up there for a moment by the Bandits. Ice brand new here. They cut it after 2 periods of play at the Tier 1 level, the AAA level. So there was an ice cut in the game before this on this ice sheet. There was an ice cut between the second and third periods, and then after that game ended and this game commenced, the teams just jumped right on the ice for a warm-up quickly and then got underway. After the first period, they cut the ice. After the second period, they'll just have the typical 1 minute or so break and then get right back to it. And hopefully the Bandits can start chipping into this deficit. They're off to the right start here. McSherry on the right wing, McNulty there in the attack on the left wing, and Gabby Rothstein at center. Comes to the near side. Strom was hustling, but McCaffrey rebuffed her efforts. Prohashkova now right in front of you. You get a good look. There's McSherry bumping and McCaffrey taking that puck. McCaffrey found McSherry, who dumped it in with the backhand. Puck rolling on its end. Brand new ice there, but that means in this case that it's period 2, not the start of the game. But if you're just joining in, then we're glad you are. It was 3 goals by Winchendon in the first period that made the score that we have right now. McCaffrey fumbled that one, but regains it and then calmly sends it to McSherry, who moves it forward for Gabby Rothstein, who dumps it in under the angle of Frost. Rizzo jumps out. Otterbein jumps out. Otterbein breaks that play up, tries to send it for McSherry. Mia's at the end of her shift. She'll be heading off the next time she can get near the bench. As Otterbein picks that one off, was looking for Rizzo, but Provenzo got in the way. Bandits look like they've drawn a penalty here. Otterbein draws it. So Otterbein drew a penalty in the first game yesterday, and it quickly led to a power play for the Bandits that they converted upon. And she draws another one here, and the Bandits will have an offensive zone draw to, I believe, the right of Livia Debnarova. Folia Camerata, Sperling, Gabby Rothstein, and Shoemaker Gromick on the power play unit. Omura, Reinsich, Height, Sunova Height, and Frost to kill it off for Winchendon. Big opportunity for the Bandits. They've come out very hard here in period 2. Shoemaker Gromick under pressure by Omura. Got a piece of it. Frost comes in to grab it. Camerata and Frost both take a spill there. Camerata got her back up and hit the boards hard but cleanly, and the Bandits bring it in. It gets down low. Sperling is going to send it below the end line, try to play catch with Gabby Rothstein. They got to work for every piece of real estate they can get. Sperling on the sharp angle shot, almost got it through traffic. Folia got dumped right there. That shot goes through the crease, comes now out the right side and back out the left. Mora pounds Gabby Rothstein into the glass. Got away with, no, she did not get away with that one, but they just haven't blown the whistle. And the Bandits will have a 5-on-3 on the body check. I think it's Omura who will be the guilty party. All the Winchendon players skating back toward the bench, but we'll see which one goes into the box. Yes, it's Eve Omura, 42. So a 5-on-3 for the Bandits for 31 seconds. As Omura joins Mia Provenzo in the box. A massive opportunity for the Bandits. If they want to get back into this game, this is their chance. Or their first best chance. Off the draw. Same 5 out there. Sperling for Gabby Rothstein. Tried to send it through to Shoemaker Gromick, but it just got the heel of her stick, and the Wapitis send it down for an icing. On a 3-on-5, that's probably where you most feel the rule of icing being in effect in all situations at this level. But they did take about 10 seconds off of the clock in doing that. Shoemaker Gromick sets it up for Sperling. Referee standing in the way, gets down low, shot, backside, loose in front. Ref standing right in the way. Please move, thank you. Comes now, one penalty is going to expire. Camerata picked that one off, sent down. It's going to be an icing by Lester. Sammy Lester had the puck, didn't have any room over there. The Winchendon bench was screaming to send it over the opposite way as Mia Provenzo was exiting the box, but the Bandits with too much pressure to allow it. 55 seconds left in the power play. Power plays, because of the 15-minute periods here at the NGHL Championships, are 1 minute 30 seconds for minors, not the typical 2 minutes. Bandits attack still with the same 5. Rothstein gets it to Shoemaker Gromick. Sends it down low. It hits off of one of the players. Backdoor! Gabby Rothstein was there. The stick just didn't get on it. She had it. Shoemaker Gromick looking for the redirection. Bunted in front by Camerata. They're very close here, the Bandits, but they just haven't cashed in. Folia battling in a war in front of the net. Lester giving her the business. Folia skates away, looks to get in. Backhand shot, one save, rebound, and another save. Debnarova now being tested, and she comes up big there. Bandits are putting the pressure on. They'll change out that group with 24 seconds left in the power play. That amounted pretty much to about a 2.5 minute shift for that crew, and it was a good one. They didn't cash in, but that's not always the measure of a power play or the way that you're playing. You got a lot of times you just need to build chances. Here comes Rizzo trying to get through the middle. Gets down low. Venuto knocked it away. 7 seconds left in the power play. The Bandits are not going to have any more time to set up. Venuto gets bumped, and they call a check on Venuto. I mean, the player just ran right into her. Ava Provenzo ran into Venuto. Venuto stood her ground. Provenzo just melted off of the more grounded player, and Venuto gets a difficult penalty right there. I mean, she's got nowhere to go. She just stood there. The player ran into her. And if you just looked at the effect of what happened, you'd say, okay, yeah, that looks like a penalty, but I have a pretty good angle on it, and it sure as heck looked like just a nothing play. Winchendon now trying to set up the power play. Rizzo's slapper was blocked by Otterbein, who's up front with McSherry killing it off. Kepler and Olivia Rothstein on the back line. That one looked like it came out, but the ref was right there. I mean, it looked like it came out by a half a foot. Height tries to get it through, but Riley kicked it away. McSherry picks it up, trying to negotiate it to center, gets there and dumps it in. They're calling for Mia to jump to the bench, but she kept going down to pursue. And they're still calling for Mia. Let's see if she can get off. Now she will get off, and the Bandits only have 3 back to defend for a moment as Mandy Scott is on her horse trying to get back into the play. Redirected in front, but not at the net. Olivia Rothstein maybe got away with a stick hold there for a moment. Presses against the player. 88 is Strom, who dove forward looking for a call there. And on the offside, the faceoff comes out of the zone. 25 seconds left in the power play for Winchendon. The team in white with a 3-0 lead, all the goals in the first period. 9:13 left in period 2. Bandits had a 5-on-3 just before this. They say no icing off the draw, and the puck does anyway die before the end line. Folia now up front with Scott for the last 15 seconds of the penalty kill. McCaffrey, we'll give you a look at Katie right there, knocked that one away in the back line with Redmond. 5 seconds left. Winchendon is not going to cash in on the power play, but they're going to get the puck inside the offensive zone. That looked like an offside, but maybe I missed something over there. So comes up the near side wall. Here's Maeve McNulty breaking in one-on-one, trying to get around the corner. We got there, but had to bank the puck off the boards because Lester got a piece of it. Lester now with it, spins, turns. Gabby Rothstein jumps out. Frost receives that pass, tries to steer to the outside, looking for Di Giuseppe. Di Giuseppe fires a shot. Riley kicks it away with the right pad. Riley's still staying down over there in case that puck comes out in front. It does, but McNulty steers it away. Reinsich will get there and send it down low. There you get a look at 81. You can see the height differential. And surely the young lady hears that in every game that she plays because it's unusual in hockey to see such a discrepancy. But once again, it shows that girls hockey is for all shapes and sizes. As some of us like to say, it's the best sport. And we should remark that Reinsich, I believe, had 2 or 3 assists in the first game that these teams played. That was a good, patient offensive game, 81. There she goes making a good pass to help set up her team in the offensive zone. And they do it, get it down low. McSherry and McNulty, the wings. Gabby Rothstein, the center. Comes now to the near side, far side rather, in front of the Winchendon bench, and they play it in the opposite corner. Centering attempt never got there. Omura was looking for that one. McCaffrey, or maybe Gabby Rothstein, knocked it away. McCaffrey gets ridden into the boards by Omura. Reinsich had that one under pressure and sent it back to Height, who fires it a little too strongly for Frost. McNulty was there maybe to tip it, did not tip it, so icing is the call. 6:54 left, period number 2, 3-0 Winchendon over the Bandits. Otterbein, Claus, and Bellin. Forward line. Kepler and Shoemaker-Gromick back on D. Off the draw, goes to the far side. Banked around the boards. Claus comes all the way down to get it, but nowhere to go with it. Reversed around now. Shoemaker-Gromick chips it forward for Bellin. Shovels it out, gets it out. Provenzo got that one taken away momentarily by Claus. Shoemaker-Gromick has it, and she's going to roll right down the middle and dump it in as she gains the line of center. Claus and Otterbein in pursuit over there. Kepler gets it at the right point, but can't keep it in. There goes Strom, Rizzari, Provenzo, back to Rizzari, and Strom now for Rizzari below the end line. Rizzari has 2 goals and an assist on their 3, and looking for another, but denied there by Otterbein. Sends it up the middle. Claus tipped it over to Bellin. Bellin and Claus try to get through a couple. Otterbein trying to finish the job, didn't realize where it was, and Lester comes through to pick it up. A little too strong for Provenzo on the far side. And Eva Provenzo jumps onto the bench. Lester brings it in. Lester looks, turns for Strom. Now Prohashkova on the right point. Firing it was Calvin Ace, but it doesn't get through the traffic. Near side wall. Puck battle ensues. Prohashkova gets it picked off by Otterbein. With those names, it sounds like this game could be played in somewhere in Central Europe. But it is right here in good old Massachusetts, USA. Cater sends it down low. Otterbein chips it forward. Bellin looking to get that one out. Uses the body as a shield. Sends it for Shoemaker-Gromick, who fires it down for the icing, and a wise call, because in the period of the long change, which you can see here, the bench is on the opposite side. It's on the attacking side for each team. That's why they call it the period of the long change, because if you get caught in your defensive zone, it's extremely difficult to be able to change. And sometimes if a line is out there too long, it results in bad things for your team. And at the NHL level, an icing allows you to change no players that you have on the ice, but at this level, it does still afford you the change. So you take it. Camarada battles Reinsich for it there. Reinsich moved it out, but a little too far. Venuto up the middle. Didn't connect with Camarada, and the Bandits playing defense first here. We're back into the zone. Patrick going to tee it up for the 3rd time from that spot. Riley saw it, used the blocker side, maybe got the stick on it, and it deflects above the high glass behind the net. That 32 is protecting this period. 3-0 Winchendon, 4:14 left, period number 2. Glad you're joining us on Rizzo Vision. The first of 2 on Saturday from the NGHL Championship. Off the draw, Provenzo gets it, sends it to Height at the point. Sperling blocked the shot, but couldn't get the breakaway there. She's had a couple where she's been very close. So Mora gets it, looking for somebody in the middle. Picked up off the miss by Provenzo by Frost for a moment, but they don't connect. Amora picks it up, turns and burns, and comes right in. Bearing down up the middle. Shot was knocked away by Riley. Another shot in close range. Got it with the logo. Another one is put in. Riley saying she's interfered with. There's one of the Winchendon girls is on top of her, but they don't call the goalie interference, and the goal stands. I think it was Omura 42, but we'll check at the time between the periods. Or if somebody could check the score sheet, where are you, Debbie Rizzo? I think it was Omura 42 that will get credit for it. Riley had a good case there. Look, I'm not down there, but it sure looked like a player was interfering with her. In which case, it doesn't mean that it's a penalty, but the incidental part of the interference would allow a face-off to happen outside the zone, and just simply the goal wouldn't count. McCaffrey has it near the right point, but just outside. Gets a little help from Otterbein trying to plow through. Height, pressured by Rizzo, completes a pass and they're offside. So 4-0 Winchendon, 3:19 left period number 2. The goal mouth scramble results in goal number 4, all for the team in white with the green. So similar play. Otterbein just got slashed behind the play. The ref looked right at it. Ava Provenzo just turned around and she just hacked Otterbein, and they just simply didn't call it. And the Bandits need every break they can get. And they did have a 5-on-3 and were not able to cash in on it, but Rizzo picks that one up, stumbles forward, tries to gain the line of center, couldn't do it, but dumps it anyway. They will wave off the icing. Backside referee had the hand up. Rizzo jumped off, McNulty jumps on. Scott will exit, McSherry will enter. Shoemaker Gromick joins on defense. Otterbein, the last of the forward trio, to complete a change here. If she gets close to the bench, she'll jump off, and Ava does that. So Gabby Rothstein off the icing will take the face-off. Mia McSherry in the slot. Maeve McNulty on the far side wing. Shoemaker Gromick at the left point. Kepler between the points. Number 5. We get a good look at Morgan over there. Giuseppe battles on the draw. Gets it to Calvinese, and it sounds like an episode of The Sopranos is breaking out. Yes, I'm allowed to say that. Check the vowel ending last name, Rizzo. Kepler sees it. Oh, she nearly had it picked off. She read it like a defensive back looking to come in for the interception, but Patrick was able to hold steady, and the one-timer from Patrick to Di Giuseppe results in goal 5. So with 1:41 left in period 2, Winchendon increases the lead to 5-0. L. Patrick was breaking out of the zone. Kepler jumped in to read it and pick it off, and she would have been able to take that puck probably deep into the right circle and get a quality scoring chance. Patrick was able to hold her ground, caught the puck, skated it all the way through to the left side, sent it across the bottom of the slot for Di Giuseppe, and Lindsay one-timed it home for the 5-goal lead. I think the 5-goal margin in the second period might result in a running clock, so I'll try to take a look at the clock at the next stoppage. I'm not sure if they have different rules here for the championships, and sometimes that varies. Sometimes it's a 5-goal gap, sometimes it's 6 or 7. And sometimes it's from the second period on, and other times it's just the third, but we'll try to figure that out once the whistle blows. 50 seconds left in period number 2. And it's on the wrong end of this one so far in terms of the score, but there's a lot to learn in a game like this where you're playing against a great opponent. Here comes Di Giuseppe looking for Frost, and Venuto just essentially broke the play up. There's a shot that got redirected, and Riley was able to hold course and knock it away. That one fired, goes wide. They were looking for a redirection there. Ninesich picks it up as Camerata clears. Sperling was looking to pick that one off, and Reinsich held it and made the right play. This shot comes in. There was a whack at Riley's glove. One of the Bandits did not like that, Olivia Rothstein, and she let the Winchendon player know. 13.3 left, period 2. The first of 2 on the day. Prior to the game this evening against the San Diego Angels, Bandits seniors will be honored, and the parents will head over to that bench that you see right there. And our many, many, many seniors who were honored on Senior Day last week will get another honor. So those 12. Off the draw with 5 seconds. Reinsich is going to unleash that one wide. That would have counted. She stepped into it. Ella Reinsich stepped into that one. It would have counted. And she needed to get every bit of it on there. But they end the period. And it's 5-0 Winchendon. Shots on goal per Debbie Rizzo.
24-9.
24-9 for Winchendon. So the Bandits do get 7 on net there, but Debnarova in some close range exchanges has been able to hold the clean sheet. And we will see if there is the running clock engaged when we start the third period. 15-minute periods for this one. So we will say again, that as we open the live stream for the later game, we will bring it to you live, the honoring of the seniors. And at that time, producer Matt Claus does not know this yet, so he is going to hear it now for the first time. He will be manning the camera for that one. I will keep the mic on so you could be able to hear, and I'll be over by that guest bench as one of the parents of the seniors being honored, and maybe get to step out onto the ice and take a picture with number 21. Luisa Rizzo. So Grace Potash, the Bandits coach, along with assistants Amanda Linklater and Tim Kepler, give their players words of encouragement or otherwise, but probably encouragement. Lexi Riley, number 32, clangs the posts to your YouTube right. Livia Debnarova to your YouTube left, protecting that cage, and we're underway in the third. It's really something in this Bandits organization that these girls are at the first year of the U19 level, and they've been afforded the opportunity to have such great competition. A program that is clearly on the rise. That shot goes off the end of the net there. They blew it dead. I saw the puck still moving around. Maybe it got trapped on the netting and the referee just blew it dead. And the clock is running, so I think it's a 5-goal gap for period 3 at least, and maybe even period 2. The 5-goal gap leads to a running clock. So the whistle stops play, but it does not stop the clock. And in instances like that, where there's an icing, that is going to be what Winchendon will take all day long and twice on Sunday, even though it's Saturday. Because that will just slice about another half minute or so off the clock. Same group out there to take the face off. Gabby Rothstein with Maeve McNulty and Mia McSherry up front. Kira Redmond and Katie McCaffrey on defense. Centering feed rebuffed by Riley. Comes to Height at the point, and she sends it right down. Spinning with it, trying to maintain possession. DiGiuseppe now has it. McNulty got a piece. Height's looking for it at the point, gets it. Has to come right back down with it. DiGiuseppe picks it up below the end line. Puck battle ensues. McCaffrey shovels it forward. Redmond spikes it further. Calvinese got a piece of it to take it back. Height is going to pinch in from the right point and keep it in. Big possession here from Winchendon. Reinsich, wrist shot through traffic, gets in front and they score. Sunava Height is the one who caught it in front. So one defenseman from another makes it 6-0. Came with about 12:30 or 12:32 left in the game, and the clock is running. Otterbein jumps out with Rizzo and Scott. Kepler remains on defense, and Shoemaker Gromick now in at left point. Slipping over there. Rizzo picks it up. There you get a good look at 21. Looking to get moving. Rizzo gets in. Rizzo bearing down. Spins around, didn't have anybody there. Sends it to the point for Shoemaker Gromick. Now back down low. Rizzo and Otterbein combined to send it up to Shoemaker Gromick. Otterbein was looking for Rizzo in the middle. Puck battle there. Otterbein had it, was looking to go down the middle with it, but it was picked off by Strome. Strome wrist shot, and she scores. Just found the top right corner of the net. And a minute after the last goal, it's now 7 for Winchendon. We will say this, the third goal of the game was 27 Prohaskova, but on the score sheet, it said 47 Snow, and I don't think I've seen Snow in this game. So is it possible that Rizzo Vision is better than the score sheet? And let's change it up. Camerata with Folia and Sperling. Skating through the middle, Folia. Now Camerata. It's going to be offside if they get it in there. Swept away by Rosari. And sent down for the icing. 10:30 now as the clock runs. There's Jesse Sperling, committed yesterday to Penn State. And the Nittany Lions are lucky that number 53 will be joining their ranks in a few months. Reinsich has the shot blocked. It trickles down in front. Olivia Rothstein in a football-like battle with Frost. Shot goes off the outside of the left post. Comes to Reinsich at the point. Sends it down low. Winchendon spreading it out now. Sent at Riley. Chipped away by Olivia Rothstein and moved out by Folia. Folia tried to chip it forward. Was looking to connect with Camerata. Neutral zone play ensues. Folia takes a hit there from Frost. Play continues. Wrist shot goes wide and comes all the way out here. Folia trying to get through Patrick. Patrick hooks her right there, right behind the ref. So, a Patrick division-like play by Ellie Patrick. Of course, you have to be as old as me to understand what that means, but that's okay. Hopefully a lot of you get it. Picked off for a moment by McCaffrey, but DiGiuseppe gets it out. Bellin sends it forward. Bellin, Otterbein, and Claus. Here's Otterbein breaking in behind the D. Ava comes in, tees it up. Oh, and Prohaskova got a piece of it, and Debnarova made the save. Otterbein just maybe needed to release it a moment sooner, and Prohashkova was able to just get a piece of it and take a little bit of juice off the shot. So Otterbein broke in a similar manner to Rizzo. She got a little bit ahead. Rizzo, just on a couple of shifts before, was kind of in the same spot and passed up the attempt where she would have had Prohashkova to beat, and Prohashkova had the angle on her, curled and sent it in to try to make a play. This time Otterbein brought it all the way, and the Bandits nearly with their best opportunity to get the 0 off the board. They really haven't been able to generate much quality in the shots as the offside comes right there. And they will face it off just outside of the defensive zone. With Riley playing the early game today, we expect to see Harper Keene in the net. That's the plan for the later game against San Diego. Also a potent squad here at the Tier 1 level, the AAA level. So good competition and plenty to learn from these games for the Bandits, even if they don't so much like the score, and the score has not been as friendly as it was the first time these two teams played, which was a few weeks ago. 4-0 was Winchendon for that one. McNulty uses the body as a shield. Cater was jumping in to try to pick that off. Comes through the middle. Lester gets that knocked away by McNulty. Provenzo for Cater, tipped forward for Strom. Strom breaks in on the far side, tries to get around Kepler. Kepler took it away. Clearing attempt by McSherry didn't work. And Provenzo now in the near side corner. That's Ava, 21. Mia comes right down the middle. Provenzo looking for a pass there. It didn't happen. And they play with that puck below the end line. Omura tried to send it through the crease looking for a deflection. It went all the way through. Big possession down low here for Winchendon, which has a 7-0 lead. 6 minutes left in the game now. And with the 5-goal difference, that is a running clock to be stopped, I believe, only for a timeout. Riley has seen a lot of rubber and knocked that one away. That one looked like it hit out of play but stayed in. Bandits get it out of the zone. McSherry, McNulty, and Rothstein probably all could use a change here. Rothstein soccers it forward, lost the other edge, sent it back toward the Winchendon bench. McSherry on fumes. Rizzo sent it in. I guess they called it offside there. It looked like McSherry had exited the zone. The Bandits will take the stoppage, however, and they get to reset and put the rest of the line out there. Rizzo and Shoemaker Gromick having a little chat. They combined on goal number 1 in the win against the Arizona Kachinas on Friday. Rizzo was trying to snipe for a breakaway, but Reinsich saw it and made a good pass. Gets a little congratulatory slap on the glove from her defense partner. Soon of a height. There you see 77. Bandits desperately would like to get out of here with at least 1 in the back of the net. They've scored 4 through 2 games. Otterbein looking for Rizzo. Oh, she nearly had it. She needed that one to just get past height. She had the right position, but Otterbein with the home run pass nearly connected. Off the draw, Calvanese gets in through traffic and sends it down low. It's probably Calvanese, but I go with the Italian pronunciation, Calvanese. Kepler now looking to spring Rizzo. Scott knocked it down and sends it in. And of course, Julian Keenan got the Patrick Division reference. Of course he did. He gets all of the Rizzo Vision references. A gentleman and a scholar. Patrick, skating around the world, now sends it down in and heads off for a change. Rizzo looking again for the home run. Trying to chip it past, couldn't. And it's sent in offside by Strome. Strome was coming off the bench there. Rizzo was looking to chip it past her. Now she'll jump off the ice for the final time today. 3 minutes of running clock left. Probably about a couple of shifts left here. Folya trying to break in off Prohashkova. And it's definitely in the mode of trying to take some chances here to see if they can generate a good enough scoring chance to dent the net. Nice play by Olivia Rothstein. Put that one in the highlight reel. Under pressure, calmly turning and moving it around. Ava Provenzo forward for Strome. Knocked back into the zone by Camarada. They will call the icing on that one. And an offensive zone draw to the right of Lexi Riley as the clock counts down. When I say 2 minutes, it'll be at 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Third period happening in real time here due to the gap. It was 5-0 heading into the third. The 5-goal gap is triggering the running clock. Sent down again for icing. Referee was going to wave it off as the puck was on its edge, and we're down to 100 seconds of real time. Once again, we'll be back with you. Check the Rizzo Vision page. If you haven't subscribed and hit the alerts button, then you get an alert when we go live, and we'll have the honoring of the Bandits seniors by the NGHL. Riley knocks that one down with the glove. 60 seconds remaining now. Wrist shot through traffic, and it finds its way in on the redirection. I think Ava Provenzo got it. Oh, and they wave it off. The back referee waves it off for some reason. That might end up expiring all the time. I guess there was some kind, maybe there was some kind of goalie interference. It's not a penalty, but maybe it was offside or something or other. So final crew out there on this shift. Claus and Bellin get another shot at it, along with Gabby Rothstein up front. McCaffrey and Redmond on the back line. They waved the icing off there. It didn't go down far enough anyway. Centering feed. Claus is going to get a piece. He was looking to chip it past Reinsich. Still looking to do it. Has to send it down low. Provenzo gets it. Redmond meets her there in the middle, and time expires. And this one goes to Winchendon School by the score of 7-0. Bandits will have to shake this one off, go get some rest, something good to eat, and come back to play the San Diego Angels on this same ice sheet in a few hours. Final shots on goal, 33-11 for Winchendon. And Livia Debnarva with the shutout once again. Was playing goal for the Slovakian national team. The last time these two teams met was playing in Sweden against the USA for Slovakia, and afforded herself well that day. Gets the shutout today. There you see 25. Riley with 26 saves as she stands at center. Once again, if you haven't subscribed or hit the alerts button, now is the time to do it. We appreciate all your support, no matter which side you are from. The sorority of girls that play hockey is an exclusive one, and the parents and the fans know what it's all about and appreciate how difficult this sport is. So check them out one more time. And then on Sunday, I believe now with the 2 losses, the Bandits would be eliminated from making the top 4 out of 11, which would put them into a playoff situation on Sunday. They'll be in a classification game, so we should be closer to figuring that out as the completion of the evening game comes on, and when we do know, we will let you know. But otherwise, for now, from Lowell Ice Arena in Rockland, Massachusetts, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Bandits Girls Hockey on Rizzo Vision.